Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope y'all having a good Tuesday morning. It is Tuesday, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. I swear I'm not sure anymore. We're going to call it Tuesday until somebody corrects me. I think it's Tuesday. Let's take a look, see who we got hanging out with us today. We have Lonnie's in the house. Good morning, Lonnie. John Howard. Good morning, John. Good morning, Jesse. Larry Call says, morning, everyone. 1 inch of badly needed rain yesterday. Say goodbye to 19% humidity and let the sun begin. Yep. We got a good in here. We got what I like to call a gully washer. Probably about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And I mean, it was a gully washer. So old Dave will be out cutting grass later today, unless it rains today. We got rain all week now. Probably won't get a chance to cut it because it's too wet. And it'll be knee deep by the time I can get it. But I'll try to sneak out there and get it cut this afternoon. If it all just instantly turned green, and it's still a little brown on the far side of my driveway, because that was really, really burned up over there. But anyway, Darren Bird's in the house. Good morning, Darren. Monroe, good morning. Gary Hammett, good morning, sir. Kevin Else, good morning. Marcelo, good morning. George is in the house. He says, good 42 at wake up time. Get another blanket. Wow, that sounds like a little chilly up there. Alan says, good morning, all. Finishing up the COVID on this end. Uh-oh. All right, well, let's get over that stuff. Gary says, it was Monday when I went to sleep last night, so I hope it's Tuesday. Yeah, I think it is. Let's see. Did I miss him? I don't know. I didn't see him out there in the chat. Clyde, if you're out there, I just saw the message you sent me, and I'm trying to figure out what you mean here. I thought I did, and then I opened it up here. He's talking about G-Sender. He says at the top right under home button, in G-Sender, there's 4 buttons. If you set up soft limits, you can use these buttons to move the machine out of the way fast, FYI. Okay, well, I noticed when I went to open this up, it told me that there's a new version out to get. So, and I don't see those buttons you're talking about. So I'm wondering if it's something they just have added. If you're out there, Clyde, let me know. And I can, let's see, how do you check for updates here? I think you can do it here somewhere. I don't know. Maybe I'll close it and start it again and click yes this time, because I told it no, I didn't want to do them. So let me try that. But anyway, had a fun day playing around yesterday. I got my now I don't have an icon on that thing. I gotta drop this down and do it that way. There we go. There we go. Okay, yeah, see, yeah, now I'll click download and install and see if there's some new buttons pop up over there. I bet that's going to be the case. Anyway, I was playing around with my little prototype parts yesterday. I was able to get the bearings pressed in. Whoops. Now this thing's wanting to do that, but I was able to get those pressed in. These in this piece was a little bit snug, so I'm gonna, again, this is a prototype. This isn't the one I'm gonna use. So I'll probably open up those holes maybe another 3 or 4 thousandths. And then I did this piece as well and got the bearings pressed in there. They pressed in really easy. I just used one of those little squeezy clamps to press those in, and with the other ones, they went in, but I had to take a little wood block and a mallet to knock those in gently, and they were pretty tough. So I think when I open up that hole, 3 or 4 thou, they won't be quite so difficult to get in. But it didn't crack or anything, and it feels really, really solid here. So I think this is going to work fantastic. And I have already got the other stuff modeled for the stuff, but I don't want to run another one until I get some more parts in, because I like to have the parts in hand and measure them before I know for sure. Because a lot of times you go off those little drawings and sketches they put on Amazon and stuff, and if you think that's going to be it, you might be wrong. So anyhow, I will get those in a few days, and we'll see how this comes about. I think it's going to work really cool. I'm excited about it. And I did play around. If you look close, you'll notice my little hockey puck thing for my touch probe is not there. I got it wired up and tested. It works good. So now I can use a touch probe when I'm using my little 3018. So let's see, Sean's in the house. Good morning, Sean. Mark Lindsay's here. Says, morning, y'all. 55, looking at 88. All right, sounds good. Let's see, where did it go? I thought it was going to open it up, but it didn't. Let me see if I can open that up now. I'm wanting to see if I can find those buttons that Clyde was talking about. Let's see. Yeah, I'm on a different version now. And I'll have to copy this and take it out to the I'm still not seeing those buttons he was talking about. He did say upper right, top right, under the home button. And he does say G sender, so that's Clyde. Are you out there? I guess he's not out there this morning. I don't see him. Larry says, do I have enough 3D filament back there? Yeah, there's both of these enders have, I don't know, they're not full spools, but they're probably 2/3 full of black. And then in these boxes, there's a box of orange filament and a box of blue, and the rest of them are empty. I just haven't thrown the boxes away. And the reason I haven't thrown away is because if I open up the blue and put it on there, I'll take this one and put it in one of those bags and then put it in one of the boxes that has black on it. And then when I have it stacked up, I can tell at a glance what color it is. I don't have a good storage system right now, if that's what you're getting at. See, Wilson Rebottom's here. Good morning, sir. Rob says 106 degrees today with a chance of rain and higher humidity. Holy cow. Holy cow. Okay, Clyde says he's here. He says, I'm here, just got my phone. All right, Clyde. I got your message. If you didn't hear me earlier, I got your message. And I was looking for those buttons. And then when I went to open GSender, it said that there was a new version, and I didn't see those buttons. So I thought, well, maybe it's because I don't have the latest, greatest version. So I have that now, and I still don't see those buttons you're talking about. So please enlighten me. It says top right under home button. And see, I don't see a home button. I must not be on the right thing. Unless you said GSender and you meant something different. Maybe you meant something different. I don't know. Anyway, let me know if you get a chance, because I'm curious what you're talking about. Because I do not see, even though I've downloaded that version, I don't see anything that looks any different to me. He says, I'll send you a screenshot from my PC later. Okay. But it is GSender you're talking about, not UGS or whatever the other ones are, Bob Basic Sender or stuff like that. Oh, I got something confirmed early this morning. I told you I've seen a fox out there, and I've heard some weird noises sometimes when I go out after dark. And I thought, well, I'll bet you that fox is hanging around, or somewhere close. It may not be here on my property, but it's next door in the woods or something, and it cuts through here all the time. And I got up this morning. Well, I didn't get up. I woke up this morning, couldn't go back to sleep. I was laying there awake. So at about 4:30 or so, I picked up my phone, and like I do, I lay in bed and look at watch YouTube videos on my phone or something, trying to get sleepy so I can go back to sleep. And anyway, about I guess it was about 5:30 this morning, I noticed, because I have my blinds. I keep my blinds open all the time because there's so many trees and stuff. It's not like neighbors are going to see in or anything. But I like to be able to just walk by a window and look out and see what's going on. But anyways, I noticed that the light, which is on a motion sensor at the corner of the house, I have them all over on all corners of the house, so nobody could walk up here without a light popping on them. Anyway, the light popped on, and so I thought, oh, okay, well, since I got my phone in my hand, let me turn on my security app and see what's wandering around out there. Must be some, cat or armadillo or something out there. So I sat there and I was watching the screen. And the neat thing about night vision on my security cameras is, even if something's so far off in the distance that you can't really even see it good, if they look at that camera, you see these big, look like two little lights for their eyes. So you see something's out there. Well, anyway, so I took when the light came on, and when I went and looked, there was a mama fox and at least two pups out there with her, and they were just having a big time. She was kind of just standing there, keep an eye out, but they were playing and frolicking around the backyard, having a ball. So, and I'm not sure, because they kept chasing each other and running up under the building, and then they'd pop back out. They were having a big time. And so I don't know if it was two of them or three of them, but I know that I saw at one point I saw 2 pups and the mom all at the same time. And, so then I went and took my after they went off and, because I think they were just kinda passing through. And then after I didn't see anymore, I went back and, took my thing and run it back so I could replay it. And I set it up, and right before they triggered that light, like around by one of my sheds back there, the one that's behind my shop, you just see, you'll see a pair of eyes, and then you'll see those moving, and you'll see another pair of eyes and another pair of eyes, and it's like, yeah, there's a bunch of them out there. But anyway, that was kind of fun seeing, and the whole time Jack's laying right there beside my bed, just snoring away. He didn't hear him because I don't know if they were making any noise or not, but it was funny to watch him play back there with Mama, standing guard watching. But all right, Clyde says, yes, it's also got a safety setting too. Okay. Well, I can't wait to see your screenshot because I'm looking, like I said, I just have downloaded this new version. It's now version 1.1.0, and I don't see any of that stuff you're talking about unless we're talking about two totally different things. I'm not sure. So I will anxiously await your screenshot. But anywho, I think I might try to get out there and maybe try to run a little project on that thing. I've found some more what do you call it, Minwax ebony stain. So I think I'm gonna try to put some of that on one of those little pieces and maybe try it. I may try that King Tut calendar I showed y'all yesterday. If I can get it surfaced and stuff, because I need to make sure it's been surfaced, because that won't be a good one to do if it's not. So anywho, Mark says 88 beats the heck out of the 103 we had day before yesterday. Yeah, I noticed yesterday it was hot here, but it wasn't, just like they said, we're going to be on a little bit cooler end of it. And then of course that big storm that came through about 4:30 or 5 o'clock, dumped a bunch of rain. That really cooled things off. Of course, it's pretty sticky out there now, and grass is really, really looking green on that one side now. So I'll have to get out there and do a little yard maintenance, I guess. But anybody else got any big plans? Something they're working on today? Everybody's kind of quiet today, not saying much. Rob says, is it wood stain or dye? Never tried it on MDF, but with hardwood, I like dye better because it does not penetrate that far into the wood. The stuff I use is a stain. It's a ebony Minwax is what it is. Minwax ebony stain. So, and that's what I've used in the past on the MDF stuff. It hadn't. I get what you're saying. It could, might penetrate too far in, but I haven't really noticed that when I put it on there. Alan's going to be working on a clock, I guess. But The pictures look good so far, what you've been showing. Okay, Clyde says, square box, corner buttons. I sent in Messenger. Okay, let's see. Oh, I don't have that. What version are you running, Clyde? Because I just a few minutes ago downloaded the latest version. I think that's an older version because I have seen the gal from CNC Labs. In fact, I was watching it just last night where she was doing a video talking about some basic stuff in G Sender, but the video was like a year old and it had that box. And I don't think they have that box anymore. Unless I don't have something turned on in my settings. Let me take a look at that. Hmm. Hmm. I don't see anything that I don't have. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. What is this? Yeah, I don't see anything. I must be missing something. That's okay. Clyde says his is 1.0.5. Yeah, you're on an older version than I am then because I'm on 1.1.0. And even the one that I just updated was newer than that one. So I don't think they have that box on there anymore. If you update, because when you open it, if you're online, you should get a thing like I just did. Yeah, you'll need to download the new one because I don't see that box. I see where you're talking about because I know where it used to be, but it's not there anymore. It is not there. Unless, of course, now this might be something. Maybe it pops. Well, I don't know. I was going to say I have my homing stuff disabled because obviously I've just got a little Arduino plugged into my USB in here in the office. But even out there on the 3018, I don't have the homing switches installed yet, so I don't have them enabled. So I wonder if you enable them, if that turns that on. Let me see if that's what the case. Let me try to enable that. Oh no, it wouldn't be there with those. It'd be with the firmware, I guess. Let me try and see if that's Yeah, that's it. If I enable the homing cycle, that box pops up. So that's what it is. I just don't have mine's not enabled because I obviously don't have homing switches in here because I just have a little Arduino plugged into the computer to connect to it to simulate a machine. Yeah, I see it now. And of course, once I get my homing switches on there, I will be enabling that, and that will pop up. So yeah. Yeah, of course it doesn't work with mine because it knows I don't have homing switches. It says you got to be connected. Yeah, I am connected. I'm just connected to a little Arduino over here. to simulate a machine. But yeah. All righty. Well, we solved that mystery. It does pop up. It's just that I don't have the homing stuff enabled yet. And that is $1.22. Yeah, and as soon as I turn that back off, that part goes away. All right, well, I'll have to get off my butt and get those homing switches on. Rob says he's working on a design for a drum where the lugs are part of the drum. Message sent. Let's see what Rob is saying here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, when you got one of them fancy smancy drum making rotary contraptions and Vectric software, you can do that. Yeah. How do you plan on drilling those after you get that part done? Seems like that might be a little tricky because it doesn't look like you got a flat surface. It's all rounded, which makes it look better. But it looks like that would make it a little tricky to do the drilling. Claude says he's got an update for the Pi. Okay. So, all right. Well, I'm glad I learned about that thing there. Of course, I guess I would have saw it as soon as I enabled that homing thing, which makes it interesting because if you're not using homing switches, you don't need that. So it's kind of cool that they said, they don't need that, so let's just turn it off so it won't confuse people. I like that. I gotta say, I really like this G sender as a G code sender, thing to run G code with. It seems a lot of the comments I see, at least seems like a lot of people, for some reason have trouble with the universal G code sender or UGS. And even the open builds one is not as good as this one. I don't think they've really taken this whatever they're using as their base. I think they probably got something, and I don't know if they developed this from the start themselves or not. Maybe they did, but I know they say in their videos where they're explaining this stuff that they've spent a lot of time and money developing this, and it shows, because to me it's head and shoulders above the other ones, and that says a lot coming from me. I'm an old Mach 3 guy. I'm not even a Gerbil type person, 100% yet. But anyway, let's see. Larry says he's getting some plaques ready to carve when his new genie arrives. Hot diggity. Hot diggity. All right. Well, that was my time. I guess I'll get out of here and get out there and see if I can get a piece of that stuff. Well, I need to get it surfaced first and then put the stain on it. So get out there and see if I can do that. And anyway, y'all get out there and do something and stay cool, because it's still plenty hot and humid out there. So y'all come back tomorrow. We'll be on, let's see, number 513, I guess. So y'all have a good one. See y'all.